And this breaking news, we now just got two more world leaders weighing in on President Trump's Jerusalem announcement, moving the U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. It is a politically very touchy move. Germany's Angela Merkel is the latest to weigh in just the last couple of minutes. She says she does not agree with the U.S. moving its embassy to Jerusalem. A whole bunch of Arab countries have weighed in. This past December, 1 year ago, my family and I traveled to Israel and the Western Wall. We visited holy sites in Jerusalem, and during my time, I was able to visit and speak about this potential of the embassy move with former Israeli ambassador to the U.S., Danny Ayalon. Danny, a year ago, you and I sat there at the Mamilla Hotel, and you said you believed President Trump, that he would make this happen where other presidents never did. Today, it has happened. You're in Tel Aviv. What's the reaction?
Oh, very good, Liz. People are satisfied, happy, of course, very much grateful and appreciative of the president. It was a very bold move. He made good on his promises, and he's the first president that does it vis-a-vis Jerusalem in the last 20 years, since 95 Senate Congress resolution to move the embassy to Jerusalem. And I think what he did here really is righting a wrong. So it was long overdue. And I heard, Liz, your report about world leaders criticizing. I think it takes a lot of temerity to decide for the United States or for Israel what to do. This is our capital, has always been our capital, never been a capital of any other country. And unfortunately, we see a lot of bigotry and bias when we are the only country, Israel is the only country, that cannot, according to many countries, cannot determine which city will be its capital.
I mean, 95, so long ago, with that act, that specific act that said, go ahead and do it, and every president since then kept signing a waiver to push it because it was so radioactive as a political issue. For people who don't understand all of the politics, this historical battle in the Middle East, it is antagonistic to all the surrounding Arab nations. And Danny, I must tell you, Jordan has weighed in the past 45 minutes, saying that President Trump's move is legally null and it consolidates Israel's occupation on the eastern sector of the city. I bring up Jordan specifically because they and Israel have had a very solid and good and peaceful relationship over the past several decades. Now what?
Well, I think this was quite expected, and I think that all these Arab countries have their own streets to reckon with. We have to remember that for decades there has been a vitriolic and incitement against Israel, against Jerusalem. So it's going to be a hard pill to swallow. But at the end of the day, they will have no choice but to do that. And I think it's more a cry than anything else. I think that the interests in the region now have changed completely. There is a totally different architecture where Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Gulf country and Jordan are squarely on Israel's side against Iran, against ISIS against Al-Qaeda. So this is not an issue that will be a stumbling block.
Ambassador Danny Ayalon, thank you very much for staying up late with us, and we hope the streets remain peaceful as they are, as I understand it, at least for the moment. Thank you very much.
Thank you.